When was the last time you thought about your heart? About the blood vessels that tirelessly pump life through your body, delivering oxygen to every cell, every organ, every tissue? We don't hear the heartbeat. We don't feel the rhythm. But it's there working silently, relentlessly, day after day, without asking for a break. Until one day, something quietly goes wrong. A subtle failure in the very system that keeps us alive. It doesn't scream. It doesn't cause pain, but it can be fatal. My name is Joni, and today I want to talk to you about a silent threat that claims millions of lives every year. A threat that often goes unnoticed until it's too late. But there's hope, not in expensive drugs, not in complex surgeries. I'm talking about a solution found in the most unexpected place, your kitchen. It may sound unbelievable, but it's backed by science. I'm talking about fruit. Yes, fruit. Right now, there could be tiny clots forming in your bloodstream, microscopic lumps called thrombi. You can't see them, you don't feel them, but they're there, waiting. And if they break free or grow too large, they can block blood flow, leading to heart attacks, strokes, or deadly embolisms. I know this sounds frightening, and that's exactly why I'm here, because knowledge is the first step to protection. The answer lies not in fear, but in understanding. You don't need a prescription, just awareness. Let's explore this together. Blood clotting is a natural defense mechanism. When you're injured, it helps stop bleeding and heals wounds. But when blood becomes too thick, when clots form for no reason, trouble begins. Think of it like a river. If debris, rocks, or mud clog the stream, the water flow stops. That's what happens inside our blood vessels when unnecessary clots form. They block the flow of life. But nature gave us another tool, an enzyme called plasmin. Think of it as a cleaner. It dissolves unnecessary clots and keeps the bloodstream clear. The problem? With age, poor diet, stress, and inactivity, the production of plasmin declines. Our inner rivers become polluted. This is why it's crucial to know which foods can help, which ones support this enzymatic process, which foods keep your blood fluid free-flowing and alive, not just to feel better, but to survive. Fruits, they can do this. I know you may have heard it before, but let's go deeper. Let's uncover real studies, real science, real examples. This won't be a long video, but it will be powerful. A short, science-based journey through the fruits that can protect your heart. And if even one person watching this video takes a moment to reconsider their diet, to think about the health of their blood vessels, then I've done my job. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want real, science-backed health advice that's easy to follow, simple to understand, and made with love for life. Let's begin. You don't feel it. You don't see it. But it's happening inside your body right now. Tiny, invisible threats are silently circulating in your bloodstream. Microscopic blood clots, forming without trauma, without injury, without warning. In the world of medicine, these are known as thrombi, abnormal clots that form when your blood's natural balance is disrupted. And when they form without reason, they don't protect you, they threaten you. But why does this happen? Here's the science. Blood clotting is an essential biological process. It's how our body prevents us from bleeding to death. Platelets rush to the site of a wound. Clotting factors activate, and fibrin threads form a mesh that seals a break. It's miraculous, but sometimes the body misfires. Inflammatory signals, poor diet, oxidative stress, or sluggish circulation can trick the body into thinking there's a wound when there isn't one. The result? Clots begin to form where they shouldn't. They may cling to the walls of your arteries. They may drift, harmlessly at first, until they lodge in a narrow vessel, cutting off oxygen to the heart or brain. That's how silent killers strike. But there's more to the story. Your body is brilliant. It has a built-in cleanup crew, a powerful enzyme called plasmin. Its job? To dissolve unnecessary fibrin clots, to keep the blood flowing smoothly. It's part of your fibrinolytic system, a natural defense against dangerous clots. Here's the challenge. Over time, especially with aging, sedentary lifestyle, and chronic inflammation, your plasmin levels drop. Your system becomes less efficient. Clots dissolve more slowly, or not at all. So what can we do? This is where nature steps in. Modern medicine now recognizes that certain fruits, yes, Simple fruits contain compounds that can enhance fibrinolysis. Substances like quercetin, resveratrol, and nattokinase, found in fermented soy, have been shown to support the body's natural ability to break down clots. Some fruits also improve endothelial function, reduce platelet aggregation, and support vascular elasticity, all crucial for preventing clot formation. We're not talking about a miracle. This is biochemistry. It's science, and it's accessible to you. Every bite you take can either promote inflammation or reduce it. Every meal can help balance your blood or push it toward risk. You are not powerless. Imagine this. Instead of fearing strokes or heart attacks, you're actively preventing them. Not with fear, but with knowledge, with smart choices, with simple, powerful foods your body recognizes, responds to, and uses as medicine. And it starts with one decision, one habit, one moment of awareness. Let's continue together. In the next part, I'll show you which fruits carry the most powerful properties for your blood vessels, based on real clinical evidence. But first, remember this: your blood doesn't wait, and neither should you. Now let's talk about the real heroes, fruits that heal. These aren't just snacks. They're biochemical allies. Inside them are compounds that scientists call bioflavonoids and polyphenol, and they have the power to protect your blood vessels, your heart, and your brain. Let's start with black grapes. Rich in resveratrol, they're one of nature's most potent protectors. This antioxidant isn't just famous. It's clinically studied for its ability to reduce platelet aggregation and improve endothelial function. What does that mean? It helps keep your blood flowing, your vessels flexible, and your risk of clots low. Next, cranberries. Small, sour, and powerful. They contain compounds that reduce LDL oxidation, a key factor in atherosclerosis. They support your immune system, reduce inflammation, and yes, improve vascular tone. Then there's the humble pomegranate. Don't underestimate it. It boosts nitric oxide production, which dilates blood vessels and enhances circulation. This means more oxygen delivery, less stress on your heart, and a lower chance of clots forming. And what about kiwi? A study published in the journal Platelet showed that eating 2 kiwis a day can reduce blood platelet aggregation and lower triglycerides. That's not wellness talk. That's peer-reviewed science. You see, every fruit carries a natural pharmacy inside. These fruits don't just feed you, they regulate your biochemistry. They work with your body, not against it. So what happens when you start eating them consistently? You reduce systemic inflammation. You support your endothelial cells, the delicate inner lining of your blood vessels. You balance your clotting mechanisms, preventing overactivity of thrombin and fibrin. And here's the miracle of it all. Your body begins to remember what it's like to be in balance. Your cells recognize the signals. Your systems respond, because healing is your natural state. The truth is, modern medicine is catching up with what nature has always known. Prevention is more powerful than cure. And the choices you make today become your biology tomorrow. You're not just a passive observer of your health. You're the author of it. And every fruit, every nutrient-dense choice is a line in that story. So the next time you look at your plate, ask yourself, is this fuel for fear or fuel for freedom? We're not done yet. In the next part, we'll talk about how movement, breathing, and emotions also influence your vascular health. Because true healing is never just physical, it's holistic. Let me ask you something. Have you ever stopped to wonder, why does your body tense up during stress? Why do your hands go cold? Why does your heart race? It's not just emotions, it's biochemistry in action. Stress isn't only in your head, it's in your hormonal cascade. Cortisol, adrenaline, noradrenaline. These aren't just words. They're real messengers that narrow your arteries, increase your blood pressure, and make your blood more prone to clotting. Why? Because your body thinks you're in danger. It's preparing to fight or flee. But what happens when stress becomes chronic? Your vessels stay constricted. Your heart keeps pounding. Your platelets become hyperactive, increasing the risk of stroke and heart attack. That's not anxiety anymore. That's a cardiovascular risk. Now here's where it gets empowering. You can reverse this cascade through breath, through awareness, through intention, deep breathing, scientifically known as diaphragmatic breathing. activates your vagus nerve. That one action alone shifts your body from sympathetic stress mode to parasympathetic healing mode. Your blood vessels begin to dilate. Your heart rate slows. Your coagulation profile improves. Now pair that with movement. I'm not talking about marathons. I'm talking about conscious mobility. Stretch, walk, dance. Movement stimulates endothelial nitric oxide release, making vessels more elastic and responsive. And then emotions. Yes, emotions are medicine, too. Gratitude, for instance, isn't just a feel-good sentiment. It's been shown to lower inflammatory markers like IL-6 and CRP. It enhances heart rate variability, a strong indicator of cardiovascular resilience. You see, your body is listening to every breath you take, every step you walk, every thought you think. So the next time you feel overwhelmed, remember, you're not stuck. You're just one breath away from changing your internal chemistry. That's not magic. That's biology. And that's your superpower. In the final part, we'll tie everything together. How food, breath, thought, and movement form a system, an ecosystem of healing that lives within you. Stay with me. Now you understand, you are not just a body reacting to the world. You are a complex biological system capable of transformation, physically, chemically, neurologically. But transformation doesn't happen by chance. It happens by choice. The way you breathe, the way you move, the way you think and feel, each of these signals your body to either heal or to harm. Let's talk about nutrition for a moment. The foods you eat send direct biochemical messages to your cells. Anti-inflammatory foods, rich in polyphenol, omega-3 fatty acids, magnesium, and fiber, signal repair, resilience, and balance. But ultra-processed foods? They increase systemic inflammation. They impair insulin sensitivity, promote oxidative stress, and directly affect your gut-brain axis. The microbiome, that vast community of trillions of bacteria inside you, talks to your brain to the vagus nerve through neurotransmitters like GABA and serotonin. Feed your microbiome well, and your mind follows. Now let's talk about thought. Neuroscience has shown us something powerful. What we repeatedly think literally rewires our brain. This is called neuroplasticity. When we choose empowering thoughts, when we visualize a healthier self, we strengthen neural networks that support resilience. When we dwell on fear, we reinforce pathways of hypervigilance and stress. This is not pseudoscience. It's measurable. With tools like fMRI and EEG, researchers have observed how consistent meditation changes brain structure and function. Increased gray matter in the prefrontal cortex, decision-making. Enhanced activity in the anterior cingulate, emotional regulation. Reduced activation of the amygdala, fear response. Your thoughts are electric. Your feelings are magnetic. Together, they create the field that your body responds to. So today, I invite you to stop waiting for change and become the change. Start small. Start with one breath, one walk, one conscious meal, one new thought. And from there, moment by moment, you'll build a biology that reflects who you truly are. Strong, adaptive, resilient, wired for healing. This video is created for motivational and educational purposes. It is a unique, transformative interpretation of ideas inspired by public lectures of leading medical researchers, honoring their contribution without infringing on any intellectual property. The content is adapted for a broad audience, aiming to inspire self-awareness, growth, and personal development. All materials comply with fair use policies and YouTube's community guidelines. Purpose: to inspire, to educate, to awaken. No medical or psychological advice is provided. Each viewer is responsible for how they apply these insights.